Trail, Corio 6-6, Werribee Central 6-10, Belpost Till 10-11, Thompson 9-7, Belmont Lions 4-5, and North Geelong 7-6, East Geelong 1-8.
So play is underway here, and it's been a draw each of two for the first 20 seconds or so. Wall for Geelong West gets the ball. He gives it away to Robbie Sims, kicked around his body, comes into it, the attacking. He tries to knock it to his vantage but can't get it out there. Picked up by Reddy. Reddy gives a handball back inside to Baker. On one contest, but it's going to be over the back. Parsons will outgun Kelly here, leading the race for the ball. Can he control it? No, he cannot, and he will take the ball out of bounds in the forward pocket for Geelong West, outer side of the ground.
So no score in the first minute here at Anakie in the third quarter. West very strongly into attack, and again Reddy in the play in the first minute, very conspicuous today. From the throw-in, ball comes to Grant, almost a throw. Umpire is on the blind side, using his strength. Farquhar,
Hasn't played that all day.
He hasn't played it all day, and I thought Farquhar had the football.
Well, I hope he doesn't play it all day, because it was the wrong decision.
So free kick went to Fulton, goes out wide. Mark taken for West by Cogger. Back from whence it came. Mark dropped off hands. The crumb picked up by Denham. It was had a pot shot from 30, has missed to the left hand side. 1 goal 3 off.
Drives long, gets the ball outside 50. Over the back was Ricketts. He couldn't bring the ball to ground. Off hands though, picked up there by Bowman. He will drive the ball up to the centre wing position. That would be
belated down the ground.
And a long one too. He bumped him as he kicked it.
So Ettridge had the ball. He gives it off to McAuliffe. McAuliffe goes out wide. Don't know if that was great advantage back to Ettridge, but he can control it. Brings it back inside to Gatt. He's had a fair little bit of the footy. Done quite well. Drives the ball long, and that will be a mark down there to Gavin. I think that might be in the outer side of the ground. Gavin, he will chip the ball forward looking for Lewis. Lewis can't control it. Going around there was Bradshaw. He gets the ball away, drives the ball down the wing. Big long kick into this wind, travels a good 60 metres that kick, running down the outer side of the ground, and it's Sims leading in the race for the ball, but the boundary line
25 metres, and that's the difference in the game.
Yeah, so it's team disciplines, isn't it, that winning out at this moment. From the ball in, ball comes to ground. Players really fighting hard at ground level, but it is the skill of Geelong West that finally gets the ball out. Cogger, Farquhar, back to Cogger. Now it's at, almost...
Mitch Steele,
a plate of food went past and Grubby missed it.
Yeah, I tell you what,
you're getting slow.
I was watching the ball like I'm supposed to be doing.
Ball out of bounds. Just outside forward 50 for West, kicking with the breeze to the southern end in this third quarter. In the ruck on that occasion, Baker tapped it forward for West. Ooh, pretty solid tackle,
well,
but great work, Sims, into the forward 50, and good defensive mark taken for the Anakie side. Couple of handballs, comes out finally, picked up by Vickery off the side of the boot. That's a good pass, it turned out.
Well, that's what he meant though.
In the arms of McAuliffe. Long kick towards half forward. Ball dropping, players not prepared to come at the footy, and the flight of the ball beat them all. Now it stacks on the mill. Priceless to Anakie, but in the ruck tap it comes down to Ettridge for Anakie. Handball across to McAuliffe, but now out wide. Can they make something of it? Taken by Fulton. Round the boundary. In front is Rickett. Can't bring the mark down, however. And Grubby, there's been a lot of markable marks not taken today, hasn't there?
Yeah, I'm going to put the blame to the wind, a fair bit of that.
So Rickett again gets it towards full forward, but again, the defence of West, they attack the footy, they attack the man with the footy, and they've been able to take it away towards you, in fact, over the boundary line, 50 metres from the behind post. 5 minutes gone in the quarter, 10-8 West, lead Anakie 6-5.
Big opportunity for Anakie. It's in their forward 50 against the wind. Comes off hands. Picked up there by Phyllis. He gets a handball over the top. Player brought to ground. Play on, says the umpire. Giving off hands to Rickett. He's going to centre the ball. Two Geelong West players, though, are there. Oh, has he paid the mark? No, he hasn't paid the mark. He says he's dropped it.
Hold the ball? No.
Umpire says, I will ball it up. Probably a get out of jail free card for West, sitting right on the point of the goal square. Maybe a touch.
Umpire was totally behind the bloke going for the mark, wasn't he?
Yep.
Ball up, comes off hands. Rickett off the plate. Well done, Stevie Rickett. That is a goal off the
course. In the middle. As ruck contest on that occasion. Rickett doing the whole lot for them. He's doing the ruck work, got the tap down, but at ground level,
That's
ball
better,
comes
Bowman.
to half forward, and Bowman takes the defensive mark, gets it to Vickery, goes to the defensive side and finds his man in Parsons. He's run off Kelly. Parsons now back into the corridor, and they're using it a bit better at the moment. Anakie, as Wisebrook takes the mark. Unfortunately, they're sort of in and out grubby, aren't they? They ought to go one way or the other, and that kick's gone astray because Dan Kelly, chips in and takes the mark, goes over the top, and this fella's played well. Denham runs around the man the mark, runs around another one, has a bounce. He's pretty quick too. Goes goalwards. Unfortunately, a shocking kick.
Too much with it.
Straight into the arms of Colliver, and Anakie able to relieve. 7.5 minutes gone. 10-8 West. 7-5 Anakie.
Full forwards don't want you to try and beat the field. They want you to get it in there to them.
So Colliver delivers a short kick to Parsons. He comes out then and finds
trouble here.
McAuliffe drops the ball, comes off hands though. Who's in there underneath? It's that man Wall. Can he get around one? He can. Kicks away, centres it. Over the back is ready. Can't bring the ball to ground. Leading in the race for the ball is Cogger, and the man McMurrick for Anakie will see the boundary line as a safe exit. And over it goes, and it will be thrown in. Gee, they were lucky to get out of that one
They
alive.
were lucky not to get a free kick for a high or late tackle there too.
I did take my eyes off it because I thought it was an easy
So
mark
did
and all
the
over.
umpire.
Yeah. Comes off hands, ball comes down to Reddy off it. It's going to be a snap at the other end, but Bowman will come back and take a mark right on the behind post. Has he got a lot of space to move here? Kicks in and finds Wisebrook for Anakie. Deep into the back pocket of the Anakie side. They've got to work out of this somehow. Ricketts on a long lead is ignored. Umpire says get on with it. Bring the ball back into play. Probably should have used Ricketts. Steve's there now though. Oh, great mark, Stevie Ricketts. Beautiful work. Comes out of the 50-metre arc. They've got to chip this ball out and try and work the way out of this defence and into attack. Comes up the outer side of the ground. Pittman can't bring the ball.
One-on-one makes it harder to get it out.
Steve Rickett obviously taking Wilson's mantle and doing a sensational job in this third quarter. Gets the tap down from this throw in. Comes to Phyllis. He can't control the footy. West desperate for goal here as it come to Reddy. He's grabbed, and the intensity of the Anakie players, Grubby, it's much stronger in this third quarter.
Two Anakie blokes down here. Phyllis has one, holding an ankle.
There's three actually, and but the ball's back to the middle of the ground. Now we've got a one-on-one. Donaldson. He working very hard with Lollicato. He wins out, gets it to the half-forward line. Ready, can't control it. He might be able to run and carry when he gets it, but that's surely in the back. Where's the umpire? They're still here. The ball comes out. There's a great pickup this time from Sims. Back into the corridor, that's where it needs to be. The back of the pack, nobody there for either side. We've got a foot race on. Reddy leads in the race for the footy. Can't get down and pick it up. Kelly picks it up. He's rushed through for a behind. Kelly almost got the opportunity, but didn't work. And 10-9 now, West. 7-5. Anakie, the Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 10 minutes
I
gone.
reckon he's rolled his ankle. I thought it was a cramp at
I
first.
thought it was a cramp too, the way he was stretching.
I reckon he's rolled his ankle and he should be okay.
So Steve Rickett, rucking, kicking goals, and now kicking in from fullback. He's got it all covered, the captain. Ball comes out to Gatt. He will go out by hand to Gary Ricketts. He's in a bit of trouble, tries to break a tackle. Just gets the ball away in time, I would think. Comes off hands, McMurrick. He can't control the ball. Gets around one Geelong West player. Gives it then by hand. Goes up there to Gatt. Back to Gatt on the centre wing. Comes out there to Lollicato. He'll drive the ball long looking for Lewis. Lewis, can he get to the front? Yes, he does. Brings the ball to ground, but there's no one there to assist.
Why? Because he's bringing all these blokes along with him.
I don't know what has occurred there in the centre of the ground. I think it's that's 2 metre rule or whatever they call it. But Lewis has got the ball for Anakie and he's given it into the centre of the ground and he has found Fulton. Fulton by foot goes out wide to Vickery. He's got a little bit of space. Small chip kick in there and mark will be taken for Anakie by McAuliffe. McAuliffe still a long way from goals in this wind. He's probably right on the 50-metre arc. Sees a lead. Lead comes there from and is honoured by, I think that might be... Oh, no, it wasn't. It's Mitchell Gavin. I didn't think it was Mitchell Gavin because I was going to call him first. But anyhow, Mitchell Gavin, very acute angle, probably well beyond 45 degrees here. He's about 30 metres out from goal. with this strong wind's going to take the ball across the face. Comes in, aims it at the near point post. He's going to bring it back around. Bring it back around. And Sports scoreboard, 12.5 minutes gone.
So West through Donalds. That ball's going to land in the centre circle. Huge kick. Mark dropped for West by Baker. Good chase there from West in the middle of the ground. They grab it, immediately handball. Are they going to get a kick? Finally they do, towards half forward, but it's all Anakie back there. West put themselves under pressure, Grubby. Their skills have dropped in this third quarter under pressure, and Bowman with the footy goes for the safety of the outer boundary line.
The Anakie pressure at the moment, they're a different side. Both sides are different.
So ball's thrown in, Rickett again. Doing a great job, as Grubby mentioned a moment ago, in the ruck. Goes towards Denham at half forward. He can't take the mark. Better defence there from the Anakie sides. They can't mark their punching, and the ball forced to the boundary line and over once again. Inside the forward 50 arc for West. Sims almost doing the ruck work there, and would have been interesting if they'd paid that, Grubby. The poor throw in caused the ruckman not even to be in the contest.
Yeah.
However, the wind is playing havoc with all concerned at the moment, as the boundary umpire now outside 50 gets the NG. The wind dropped that down. Was a good tap down by Jervis. He's been unsighted for the quarter. Now the ball touched off the boot into the West forward 50, Bowman. Perhaps he's playing the loose man in the defensive half at this time. He gets
and doing it well this quarter.
He does, over to Kavanagh. Kavanagh towards centre wing. Away they go, Anakie at half. But 15 minutes gone, third quarter, 10-9 West. They lead Anakie 7-6.
Ball comes forward. Anakie can get a break here. I think that might be Gatt gets the ball forward, but in the way there will be Donaldson. He gets around one. Gets the ball back along to the boundary line, back the way it comes. Umpire says play on.
Yeah, you're right.
Looking for deliberate. Yeah,
he's played deliberate. And I tell you what, I think he's right.
I think it was there.
Straight for the boundary line.
I think it was there. There was no
wherever you want.
He's supposed to be in charge of the game. He's a mile behind.
Well, he was a bit behind, but he got it right, I reckon.
Strong mark to Donaldson as Anakie go inside their 50 again. He's played quite well. Danger. Can't bring the ball to ground. Will Geelong West get out of jail with this one? Looks like they might. Can't pick the ball up. Oh, taken to ground there was Philby. He can't get up. Picked up there by Peters again. Kicks off the side of his boot. Lucks a fortune as the ball breaks to the left. Comes out there to Lollicado. Can he get the ball around? Gives a little handball off. I think it might have been Gatt once again. He'll bring the ball around, but not enough, and that will be out of bounds on the full deep line. So Geelong West come away now. Takes a bounce. Comes out. And mark taken. Lucky Mark lucks a fortune. Comes out looking for Connor Long in a one-on-one contest. Can he get the ball to ground? He can't. Anakie players there. Well done by Long. Picked up by Wall. Gives a little give to Sims. He's in trouble. Umpire says...
Right.
You threw it?
Incorrect disposal.
You threw it, Robbie.
And he's about 3 minutes behind. This fella's got no idea.
Ball comes out. Oh, lucks a fortune for... Anakie as it came onto the ground just at the right time for Jamie Phillis, who's recovered from that knock or cramp to the leg. Ball smothered, comes off hands, looking for Sims. He gets it back and gives a tap over his head. Phillis, gutsy, came through. Reddy could have really made a mess of him then if he wanted to. Can't control the ball, and Weisbrook will take the ball out of bounds right in front of the coach's box.
It might have been an idea for Reddy to actually keep his eyes on the footy that time.
I think he's done that twice. I've actually nearly called that before.
Yeah, it's all right to go in like that, but keep your eyes on the ball. You never know where it's going to get to.
So ball in. Ruck work done on that occasion by Jervis for West. Get it to ground, but can't pick the footy up. Player held without the football. No, said the umpire. Attacking the football was Fulton. He toe pokes it along the ground. Picked up a bit of positive play by Baker. Goes towards half forward. On his own as Holmes. Decides to go goalwards. Almost mark taken on that occasion, and he runs basically into the open goal was Brendan Wall. He kicks it.
So the spare man in defence works when you're putting pressure on blokes up the ground, doesn't it, Eric?
It's coming off much better. So ball back in the middle, it's been thrown up.
Not his fault in the first quarter that his men didn't put enough pressure on, and that means it was senseless down there.
Yep.
Wrapped up by the players. Umpire will restart it back in the same position, middle of the ground.
Interesting there, West have manned the loose man up in the forward line, Grubby.
Yeah.
They're really picking on this ruck contest and separation, and there's another free kicks happening. This time it will go to Ricketts. So Steve Ricketts looking for an option. Pittman comes forward, gives him an option, but he's got three Geelong West players all over him there, and it'll be brought to ground, marked by Anderson. Anderson looking for an option. Drives the ball out long to the outside wing, looking for Long in a one-on-one again. He gets the ball to ground. Good work there, though, by McMurrick. He goes over the top by hand there. Picking up is Mitchell Gavin. He goes forward, and a good little mark, small short chip, and a mark there to Phyllis. Phyllis, again close to the man on the mark, comes off this time though, goes deep into the pocket, flies up there was Lewis. He can't get the ball to ground, picked up there by Lollicado, centres it into the... tell you what, he's nearly kicked a goal there. He has centred that beautifully with the aid of the wind, but it has run through for a minor score. It has. Minor score to Anakie though will go to 7-7. Geelong West 11 goals, 19 and a quarter minutes gone.
I think they're 11-9 actually. Ball brought in quickly. Umpires paid the mark in the middle to Holmes. And that's from the kick in. So it's a very long kick. Now Holmes goes towards half forward for Geelong West. 1-on-1. Bowman clearly hand in the back. And that's a terrible kick off his boot. Made the job there of Rhodes very difficult. But he does it well, Rhodes, until he decides he'll try and bounce the ball. Now he comes back and in front, another atrocious kick from Anderson. And Steve Rickett having a magnificent quarter. Handballs it out wide. Finds Gatt. Gatt now. He kicks towards half forward. There's terrific reading of the football. And
Lewis.
That is Lewis. He's read that very, very well. I'd say he's outside his range with that breeze. And that's almost a free kick in the back, I would have thought, to Anakie deep in the forward line, but not paid. Now West, the opportunity to come clear. As they do, yes, they do now. As, his player on his own out there by a mile. Handball comes across to
Steele, that was.
Steele. And where do they go from here? They're chipping the ball. Looking for Farquhar. He's going half pace. Perhaps West are running out of legs, Grubby, because they're certainly not running as well as they were in the first half. And there are times when Anakie are certainly outrunning them at the moment.
Yep.
But they've done West this well through Sims. Sims gets a handball. Now we've got a kick there from Robertson. Farquhar, I think he was going to play on, took the mark. Now he goes toward the goal square. 1-on-1, it's over their heads, it's heading towards the scoring area, but it goes a left turn.
Yeah. And he's allowed to pay it, and he should have.
Yep, yeah, good point. And, is it? The throw-in has got right away from the players on this occasion. There's a good sign, because Wilson running past us, testing his knee out, looking reasonably free, very heavily bandaged, but if he were just able to get back on the ground, it would release a bit of pressure on Rickett. And Rickett does the ruck work on this occasion. Luck is a fortune. The ball fell to Kelly. He lost it, then he was thrown to the ground, but they forced a behind. So another behind to Geelong West. 11-10-76. 7-7-49 Anakie to Grandy Stockton Sports third quarter scoreboard. 22 minutes gone.
So the everyday man's going to do it again. Ricketts brings the ball back in and he will find Ettridge. He goes wide. Tackled just as he's kicked it, got the ball away. Going out wide, he was looking for Kavanagh. The Geelong West players are leading there. Sims, he'll get the ball out. Comes off hands. I think that might be Mitchell Steele. He's going to kick long into goals, but the Anakie players are going to get back, and that will be a mark there to Phyllis.
He's been good.
He's got everywhere, Phyllis, hasn't he? Comes out to McAuliffe. Can he control the ball? Yes, he does. Just keeps it inside play. Comes up the boundary road, the commentary side here, and the mark is taken by Steve Ricketts. Ricketts, right in front of our position here. Half-back flank. Looking for some options. Couple ignored. Get on with it, says the umpire. Steve Ricketts drives it long, right up the social club wing. Big fly from the back by Pittman. Can't come to ground. Wrapped up the Geelong West player and brought to ground. Umpire that.
Well, wouldn't be doing that, not when he's looking anyway.
And Wilson back on the ground, so his run around obviously did him the world of good. Comes off hands, kicked there by Mitchell Gavin. He drives the ball forward, brought to ground though, and quite well done by Philby. Ball driven back now, long kick with this breeze. Comes into the Geelong players, comes over the back to Long. Can he get a run on? Tries to go back inside and doesn't get it. Sims butters up, looking for any option he can get. Kick it, son. Can't kick it. Gets it away. Picked up there by Gatt. He goes around 1 and 2, back back inside to Ettridge. Ettridge, oh, a beautiful takedown by Denham just at the end there. Comes back to Sims, can go back for goal, kicks long, and it is offside. And that is another minor score to the Anakie side.
Looks in a bit of trouble, Bowman too.
So they will go to 7 goals, 8 Anakie, Geelong West.
No, it went the wrong way. West got the score.
Oh, West got the score, sorry. 11-11. How about that? 11-11 to 7-7 on the Durante Cycle Sports scoreboard.
I saw why Sims didn't kick the first one at goal. He's looking for someone to give it to. He's kicking for goal is appalling.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at all confident.
No.
So deep in the back pocket, Anakie with the footy. Where are they going to go? Decide to run on. Handball to Wilson, then puts a tackle on. They're trying to create something. Phyllis, he's run himself into a bit of bother here. McMurray, he's got to kick it straight up in the air, and the wind is a foot. Saves everyone because it fell to ground. This time it is good work. Sims got the footy, got it clear, but it's very scrappy. Comes out, the only player without a player on him was McAuliffe. Takes the mark. Mark not taken up there, and West again through Philby. Long kick to the middle of the ground, over the head of all players with the breeze, taking it back. Player falls on the top of it. Now it comes out into the clear.
Go, Wilson.
Wilson probably can't go as the player Cogger has the ball in front of him. He can't bend down to pick it up.
Yes.
Took him a while to give it, but he finally did. I think there was two free kicks as he now gets to his feet. Jamie Phillis, deep in the defensive area. He's throwing his arms out, not knowing where to kick the footy. He's got to come along the boundary, son. Now he's called to play on, goes across the face of goal. Well, I was going to say it would come off, but it's into the arms there of Long. Handball over the top. Now they're back. Their skills are failing a little. West as the ball now goes out of bounds on the full. As
Britney Spears there. Jeez.
No, there were no spears out there.
Over the back there is, I reckon, Aboriginal country.
Tommy Parsons drives the ball out long looking for Wilson. He's definitely not right. Jervis comes over to the front, can bring the ball to ground. Boundary line will be his friend. Have not come with the win this quarter for the Cheetahs as the ball comes back in. Wilson will get that one over the back, but Shark beautifully by Sims goes forward by hand. Big long handball looking for Robertson. He's wrong-footed though, and the boundary line will...
A little bit. The skills have deserted him.
So back in we go. Wilson can't get to that one. Denham taking the ground, probably a free there.
Wilson.
Take the footy. You've got to get rid of it. He didn't get rid of it, but Wilson fell on him. So, like, it's 6 1 half doesn't the other, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. He was that late to the contest, he just fell straight in the middle of his back, and the back is the one they always pay first. If he tackles him correctly, he's gone, I reckon. I never thought I'd say this on last year's form, but Wilson's come back on into the rucks, probably hampered Anakie a bit, because Ricketts was killing him.
Yeah, absolutely. So Alex Denham's done his Matthew Lloyd impersonation again, comes in. 30 metres from goal, puts it up with the wind. Will the wind bring it round? Yes, because that's a great kick, Alex Denham. That will be his second, and Geelong...
So it might be very difficult to get 5 goals in the last
that's
quarter.
What's worrying me, Eric.
But, again, terrific tap down by Jervis in the ruck for West. Unfortunately, they can't get away with the foot. Ball up. No prior opportunity on that occasion for Gap for Anakie, surrounded by West players, but we're still in the middle of the ground. 50-50 the two ruckmen. Ball comes to ground. Picked up for Anakie by McAuliffe. Smothered off the boot. Kick goes in towards forward 50.
Oh, well done, Robertson.
So a little chip there goes Goalwards, and that was off the boot of Bradshaw.
Squirt of adrenaline comes into play.
You betcha.
Parsons, little kick to himself to try and get a bit more distance. Goes out to the defensive side of the ground. Leading in the race though there is Britton. He can bring the ball to ground. Rove though by the Anakie player in Cogger, that was. He'll go out wide. Gat with the ball. He goes up the outer wing side of the ground. He's looking for Lewis, but good work there and punched away by Tyrone Patch.
In the quarter, 12-12 West, 7-7 Anakie. The ball comes back in on centre wing. West at ground level on this occasion do well, but it's really a rugby scrum at the moment until Ettridge for Anakie. Breaks clear, kicks the ball towards half forward as the siren sounds to end the third quarter in what was probably a disappointing third quarter. However, Geelong West 12 goals 12-84 lead Anakie 7 goals 7-40.